Let's go outside. All right. Okay. So as I was saying, the guy you talk can remove. So I want the class to be very interactive. So so what I was saying earlier is that we we have this pagination, and then we have the um the variable that is holding
I'm telling you, no.
oh, sorry, my bad.
And then our recording too.
Yeah, recording is there. So all right, good, we're good now. So I said we have this variable um that is holding our um
Okay.
object, yeah, from the database. Then we have this three. So that three means that it should only give us three objects. Let's say, for instance, we already have about 6 objects on our database, right? And we indicate three. So what pagination does is that it's going to divide each section to three. That means 3 times 2 is 3 plus 3 is 2. Yeah. So if you use object dot page number, so this is giving us 2, because the total numbers of objects that we have in our database is about 6, right? And when you split it into three, three objects, each section going to give us 2. So I hope we understood that. So let me copy this and comment on this. So so the reason why I'm doing this, I will not just start using it. When I use does next page, where is this next page coming from? Am I manufacturing next page somewhere that has pivot page? Where is it coming from? So we should want to know all this basic before we start using pagination. Why most people, I notice that what most people does is that pagination is a bit complex, right? If you're a newbie. But
Sorry, sir. Can I ask a question?
all right, fire down, my brother.
This pagination now,
Mm.
can it be used to split pages, like how many number of contents can show in a page? Then you shift it to the next page.
Not contents, but you can use it for let's say uh, Django have another method of doing that. So I don't it is unwise for you to use pagination for that. Pagination is mainly used for splitting uh, what is it called it objects, like the filter query, splitting it into different sections so that you click next into when you have all of them, it will be out. So I think that's what pagination is for. So for you to use that pagination, for you on behalf of that, there is a lot of Django filter, both templates and method and functions you can use to achieve that very seamless than using pagination. So what pagination is meant for, it's actually used when you have a lot of information in your database. You want to split it into different sections. That can only be used by that. But however, if you can achieve that with pagination, it is what it is. So programming is, you can customize it, learn new things, but why wasting time doing it where they can simply do it with another method that already built for to achieve that solve that specific problem. Oh, we are good. Are you good, Mr. Man?
Yes, I'm good.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the next one we are going to be looking at is called um which is a bit for some people may not understand it. It's a bit, we call it range, right? Now this a range, what range does here is page dot range. It's just see range like range from 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, right? So this range would actually get the range of page, right? Page that we have. So let's say, for instance, here we have 2 page, which is the page number. It can start from 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 means it has 2 pages. So it's
Yeah.
actually adding one extra. So for range 1 to 3, if we are having like 2 pages, so and we call this range, we're going to have 1 to 2, right? 1 to 3. That means it's 2 page. So I want you to understand this page number and this next page. So let's call that range. So yeah, we are having range dot range. So I think that range is it like as a function? Let's confirm if it's called as a function. Okay, just normal range. All right. So all right. Then let's come to then reload. Of course, you're going to have from 1 to what? Range 1 to 3. So it's actually will count the page. Let's say if you want to loop to get the page number. Let's say sometime when you see pagination number 1, number 2, number 3. I mean, have you noticed it before? Number 1, number 2, number 3. So if you want to auto generate numbers of pages, let's say if you are number 1, you see number 1. If you are number 2, you see number 2, right? So you can see for pagination in range. So that will actually give you the total numbers of pages on that on that object, right? So that is what we use that for. So let's move to the next one. Comment this so that we can start using it. Make sure you're having yours. All right. So we have another one, which is page dot number. Now this is it, right? Every page you are seeing here have a number, and for this for this we only have number 1 to 2. We don't have 3. We've done that before. And if you split this to 2, right, each section, right, let's see what we are going to have.
Three.
So we are going to have 3, right? So let's go and reload.
1 to 4.
Yes.
3 pages.
So we are going to have, of course, we are going to have 3 pages, as you can see it here. Now, the dot page is actually getting the page number for us, right? So remember, each of these page number have database, right? Has a sorry for that one. Has objects. So each of these page number is holding an object, right? So but that object is actually splitted into different section like we have here. So if I'm having these two actually have 2 objects. So probably having Machuku and green Jasper. And the same thing we also have here. The same thing we also have here. So each of these objects has a page, right? So if you put page 1, we are going to get, if this one is page 1, we are going to get this. So for now, we are going to be doing it static. We're not going to be doing it dynamic. But when we start building, we'll be getting the page dynamic. Are we communicating? So let me quickly comment on this and also comment on this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say pages equals to, remember this is actually holding our database, right? This is where our pagination is. So I'm going to call this pagination, what is student, okay, pagination. So dots, right? That I can say page. So this page actually would actually get a page. So remember, how many pages do we have here? Can somebody remind me? Chidema, the guy. How many pages do we have
3.
here? We have 3 pages, right?
3
So
pages.
yes, let me say I want to
Yeah.
get just 1 page alone. I want to get 1 page. Just that we are having this, we are actually selecting this manually, but we'll do it dynamic. And somebody will see something like this. Let me show you. It's a bit confused when you don't know all this is. Somebody will come down here and see something like this dot page. You don't even know what it is, and you are using it. You understand? You don't even know why you're passing it dot page. So you just do it, let it work. Please, if you are this kind of person that do that, stop. Programming is not like that. Always understand why the things are the way it is. So please let's have that in mind, right? That's why I always teach this. And the reason why I always do, I notice that, but the reason why I'm teaching this because if you notice during JavaScript, I also say go and do it, and I won't teach. And some people are really not following up with that. So if I say to go and do it, I want you to have that knowledge first before I teach it. So when I'm teaching it, it will be flowing. It will be, this is not entering, But I'm teaching you now, so that you won't struggle. So now, when we come here, we are getting page. So inside this page, we'll say we'll need to get the objects, right? Dot object, right? Object means that we should get the content of that object, right? So we are having one. So one here is Nwachukwu and Green Jasper, right? Y2 is Non, Macaulay, and Tinubu Okafor. Then Y3 is Victor and Shedrack. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic. So now, if you don't understand anything, please ask me. Ask me, please. Now we have this page, which is student. So what we are going to do is that let's print it. Page, which is actually holding our numbers dot. We say object list. So Chidima, can you tell me what this object list will do for us? Chichi,
Sir.
can you tell me what this object list will do for us? Let me brainstorm. If you don't know, I will move on. Okay.
I think it's print out the list of students that falls within the page.
Good.
Like if we are doing page one, it will print out the
Exactly. So in this, what this one
The list
does.
of all items.
Okay, sir. Okay, go on. The guy.
The list of all items we are having in our page, in our data.
The list of all items we're having in our.
In our data.
Which of them?
In our data.
We have three
The list
data.
of this all students now, all students is our data. So the list of all students, which means individual list of all students we are having inside our all students data. That is what is going to display the number.
This, I don't know if you are a bit lost, but however, this will give us the page number, the data in that page number. Let's say we have number one, right? Number one page, like I told you, number one is these two that we have here. So this will give us the data in what? In number one. So let's run that and reload and see what we are going to have here. So if you see here, we are having two. Number one is who? Nwachukwu, Precious, and what? And Green Jasper. That's what I told you earlier, right? And this is just two of them. So if you are looking at something, page number, get page. So for you to be able to reply this, you must at least put the page number on it. The page number must be stated there. If you move this into three, you know that we have three number, right? So this will give us
the last two.
Jasper. Good. Let copy next and try to let's go back and we'll just try to get. You can see it here. This is what we have. Then we have dot has next. So this will actually return true, right? It will return true if it has next. So let's check if this page one dot has next. So Chidima, does it have next?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? What is the next?
Page one.
Does it have next? What is the next?
I believe it's meant to have next. I want page two.
Okay, let's
next
we have
is
page
page
two.
two.
We have page three.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oop. All right. Let's see. Good. It had next. This will only give us true, right? Now you can do something like this in your Django. You say if page dot has next, show the next page or show previous. You understand? Each page that has current show the current. You know, when you are doing all this is what you should be able to know, so that when you see something like this, when you see something like this, some people just go and copy this because it's work. It is what it is, but they don't even understand what is really going on behind the scene, right? But after this class, if I'm using it, you will understand why I am doing it, the reason why I'm doing it. Very, very. So let me fire that. I'm almost done, so we can move on to building. So next one we are having here is that has what previous, right? So let's copy this. So let's put this here. That has what previous.
Previous.
So would this thing return true or false?
False.
Okay, this will return false. So you can see this will return false, but we'll put it to true. If we are on page 2, for instance, and we come here and we reload, then we're also going to.
Yes.
So have you seen how it's very easy? Are you getting me? It is very, very easy.
Yes, sir.
So just what you need to do, always go from the basic. So most of you that are struggling in doing it, and I believe after tonight class, you can implement the same thing as soon as possible. So has order. Has what? Has orders. Let's confirm that. So the guy, what is the meaning of this has order? Can you help us? Has order and has previous. So we've done. Oh, sorry. I think I need to comment on this so that we'll be looking at it. So the guy, can you try? Has orders.
Yeah, let me try.
Okay.
As others is like if the pages are many. So as others we put something we call if there is more other pages apart from next or previous. So any pages that is after it is as others to check if it actually have all those pages apart from the previous and the next.
Okay. So good. It has other page. Now, if you put something like 3, so what should we get? Okay, who want to say something? Someone want to say something?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, you remember this in previous question I was asking you if this pagination can be used for this thing
Yes, you do.
going to the next page.
Yes.
Now you are showing has other pages, then has previous pages. So I'm thinking like, is it not the same thing? Is it not similar to the question that I was asking that you can use it? You know that there are some website that if you go to, I think probably if you go to movie website, I think okay, let me use Net Niger when Net Niger was still functioning. If you want to download the movie, you will see beneath it next page. So I was thinking that is pagination that they use to split the. And that's my question there.
Okay, wait.
Previously
Okay,
now,
you know, that
pagination that they use to split it.
Yes.
That it was pagination they used to split it so that it can be able to go into other pages and number it down. That's what I was asking.
No, it's
that was
possible.
what I was trying to clarify.
Okay. Okay. As I said it now, it's 100% possible, but it is not a content. It's on a page. They can't use it for a content. Let's say you have. Let's say now. Let me show you something now. Let me explain something now. Let's say you have a content that is so long. The word you use was content. I get to me. They can't use it for content. It's not possible because it's a page. So there's no way you can split because each content, I get to me. Each content is not an object. If you're having content and it paste all the whole content here, it's not just their content as object. There's other things in that content. They have another content. Let's say we have Tinubu history. Now you have all Tinubu history on that. There's no way you can put pagination on that particular content. You understand? But it's on pages. It's 100%. But that's what they use. It's 100% possible. I don't know if you.
Yeah, that was my previous question.
Okay.
That was my previous question.
I thought that what you said
because
is content.
I think
I was reasoning from the
name
pagination. I think I was asking the question based on the name pagination because it's meant to be splitting pages in shorter in numbering them if you have like a long content inside a page. So instead of just having scrolling, you just use pagination to split it into multiple pages.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It can be used. Can be used. Okay. All right. All right. So, okay, fantastic. So let's move into another one again. So,
From what I've seen, it's like it works best with list items. Like this case now, we will have students, different students in like Wachuku one, Jasper Green two.
yes.
I think it works better with list.
So, see, it works in all the data, not only in student. It works in all the data. Like, let's say you want to see list of transaction. Are you getting me? Let's say even in your bank's app, even in your bank apps, okay, sometime, it's always there. If I
Transaction is still it will still
yes,
fall in list.
yes, you're going to see
Transaction one, transaction two.
exactly. So in fact, in almost every data you are using, in almost every data you are using, it always even on website is there, even on app is there, it's there. If the page is too long, you see read more. When you click on that, see more. When you click on that, see more, you see another page. You see old, see new. So instead of having the page, you can say old or new. It all depends on how you want to customize it. It doesn't matter. You understand? So it all depends on how you want to customize it. So let's fire down. So we have here next page number. So that next page number, let's see if we have another person that will help us explain that before we run the print. Has is it or has what? Is it has? Okay, next page number rather. So next page number, who can tell us what it does? Hmm? Are we together? So this actually apparently show you I think this will actually show you we're having an error, no content or no result found. Um, let's confirm that next page number. Oh, sorry, there's no next page here because this is the last page. So this will automatically show you the last page, right? I think this will show you 3 of 1 or 2 of 1, but I don't know. But let run that and see. All right, let's check that out. Okay, yeah, this will show you the next page. So yeah, it's actually the next page, right? So the next page number will show you the next one. The next page. You can say, yeah, if object has or if object dot is next page number, it now show you all next page. It will show you the next page. So yeah, if you are in 1, it's going to show you 2. Have you noticed it? So if you're in 2, it's going to show 3, the next page. So that's how
Yes, sir.
yes, that's how it's done. Who dey play lockout for this thing? Christmas don reach. Miraculous. I dey pray when they calm down. Christmas no bad. Owu ụlọ ndị obe ka owu na when they go Catholic, na when they go church na ụlọ ndị obe ka ozi ndị obe. Ụbọchị a mụrụ Jizọs, which of them? Until they born Jesus, no be cheating na. Me I know they go church, I know that one na. All the people wey die, now people don die for this world, they no reach billions. Okay, does has previous? So I think we've done this one before. Okay, this one has. Okay, this one previous number. So this will show you the previous number. All right. Okay, you actually need a parameter, right? Really? Previous number. What does it need a parameter for? Okay. Why do you need the parameter? Okay, as previous. Okay, this doesn't have
You are in
previous.
page one. You are in page one. You have to go to
You're
page
right.
6.
You're right. So exactly. So previous number is 1. So I think this will give you a basic view. Can we start writing, please? Can we start writing? Hello,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
All right. So let's
Yes,
start.
sir.
Let's start writing now. So at least I'm writing now. You can be able to understand the basic view of what I am writing. All right. Let's quickly move in. Okay, we already have this, right? And when it come here, everything we are doing is not affecting any of this, right? So what we are going to do is simple. The first thing we are going to do is that if you come here, we are getting this number manually, right? So for us to have
Yes,
access
sir.
to all these should I call it method? I'll call it method now because the function inside the function. So to also have access in all this method, we need to get the page number. But now you are getting it manually. Without getting the page number, there's no way you can have access to all this, right? So
Yes, sir.
what you can have access without page number is this, right? Numbers of pages, page range, and whatnot. So to dynamically get our page number, so what we are going to do is that we come here, page underscore number or numbers, anything, it goes to. So we're going to call it, yeah, we're going to say requests, really? Request dot get, use capital
Get.
letter get, dot what? Dot get. So we are going to pass
Get
in
again.
a page, right? Page. So this will actually help us to get the page number. This is why I have to request, because it's actually from the browser we're getting it from, right? So it's actually from the browser we are getting this from, right? So that's what it means. Um, then after that, um, we're also going to pass in the page number. That's exactly what we did here. So remember, we pass in manually, right? So this is the page number. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4. So if I come here and I put something like 1 here, let's assume this is 1. We can still use it to get access to everything that we've been saying earlier. So you can come here and say page, let's just print it out. Print page number dot has page number dot what are we going to do now? Let me copy this. Okay, this page number is has. Okay, let's go and load has next. All right, so reload this. We are having issue object. Okay, it's request. It will not work because it's request. But what I'm trying to explain is that what we are doing here, yeah, is just like exactly what we did here, right? Getting the page number. So now this is the page number. Let's assume that because this can only work when you have requests, right? It can only work when you have a request. All right. So this is actually getting in dynamic. So we need to pass in the page number here, right? The way we did here to get that page number. So we can say um we can say um uh page underscore info equals to we need to call this dot get page. So this get page is like this dot page here, right? So because it's a request dot get page, so what we need to do is that we pass in what the page number. I think this is actually what will work for us. Page number. The page number here can be 2, can be 3. So this dot get page, because we are getting it, this actually will get it dynamically, but let's pass it manually and try to play around the page info. So let's play around that page info and see what's going to happen. So we come to the page info dot you can see has page, right? Has next, and the comment here. Let's go and reload and see what we are going to get. Then we put that has next. Has no request get. Let's see what is happening here. So we're having an issue here on this particular man. So, oh, that is a problem. So this should be, people did not even correct me. This should be capital letter. Ah, the guy and my people there. So this should be capital letter. Abi, right? Abi, people that have done it before. This should be capital, right? Care should be capital, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm. So that's why we're having that error, pivot error. So that has already been fixed. So let's go and reload it and see. All right, good. You can see that we're having true, right? So because of, but here we're passing it manually. So we shouldn't pass it manually. We need to get it what? Dynamic. So what are we going to do? Who can suggest to get it dynamic? To get the page dynamic, what can we do? Instead of passing 1, 2, 3, 4, we want to get it
We
dynamic.
have to pass the page numbers.
Good.
We have
We
to
need to
pass the
pass the
page
what?
numbers.
The page numbers. So that is it. That is all about pagination. Then what we need to do now is we need to call this page info because here we already have. Don't change this. Just change this so that we not go and refactor your code, right? Because this is actually what you are coding. So I'm going to remove this student, replaces what student what info, because this is now having what our page info. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So let's pass in that page info there. So this is the page info. So let's go and reload and see if that would actually work. So let's move in and then reload. Now you can see that we have only what? Only 2 pages. I was saying it. We have only 2 pages. So we've been able to tackle
Yes, sir.
pagination. Yes. So the next thing we are going to do is to start working on what? Template, right? Start working on template. So we can leave it 2, we can leave it 3. So if you don't understand anything here, please ask me. Let me explain before I move ahead. Pagination is very simple, but you need to know the basic. If you don't know the basic, it's going to be tough for you. You don't just do things for doing sake. Know the basic. Use Django documentation. See, Django documentation is the best documentation you can use. You can see I'm not using anything. Django documentation, I use it to do it. So I also love Django documentation. Let's use it. It's going to help us. All right. So next thing I'm going to do is to add in next year. I'm going to go to post. What's it called? Post. What? Post. Postgres. I mean Postgres too. Is it Bootstrap rather? So I'm using Bootstrap though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bootstrap rather. Yeah. Bootstrap 5. Right. So I'm going to move it to Bootstrap 5. And boom, 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 boom. So the Bootstrap 5.1. This is not the Bootstrap I want to use. The latest version of Bootstrap. Give me the latest version. You're giving me this. What Bootstrap am I going to use now? I think I'm going to use how should I use like Bootstrap 5.3, 5.3.1. So why are you giving me the more that look more beautiful? Uh-huh. Give me old Bootstrap. I'm an old. All right. So we are looking for pagination. Where is that pagination? Somebody help me, help me, help me. Somebody help me. Oh, can we go and somebody help me, help me, help me. Somebody help me.
Type am now.
You can search for it now. You can
Okay,
search
okay.
for it now.
Okay, okay. You're right.
Search at the top bar.
Okay. Pagination or paginator, which of them? Pagination or paginator? Somebody help me, help me, help me. Where is that fucking pagination? Oh, it's the fucking pagination.
I thought I saw it now.
Wait. So let me just type.
See,
Oh, that thing should be And it should be somewhere here now. And see I'm here now. Wow. Make me like see, I don't know. Okay. I want to use what design will I use now? Let me use um let me use this, the one that is the center. Let me use that because I want it to be in the center. So let's go to our HTML. So this is our HTML self. All these things we need to use base. Abi, just arrange CSS, and we are not done all those things. So let me check where I am. I want to use HTML so that I will not be a bit confused. So here I am. So where do we end this thing? Sef? Okay, I think we should do it after the table. I think so. So we're putting after the table, like this table. Remember, we have table here. So after this table, so we want to put it here after the table. So we have it here. Our pagination is there. All right. Let's load. So we have that deep pagination. So now it's not working. So let's start working on the pagination, right? So what we need to do is we'll come to Django. So when it comes to Django, we have this that pagination. So the first thing is to check um, if object has previous. So to check if it has previous, then it should what it should do is that we should show the previous number, right? And then we can say the number. We will show the previous number. Let's say what you actually said is that if we are in 2 now, and that is 1, it should show 1, right? That's what it means. So if you are in 3, it should show 2. You understand? I don't know if you guys with me. So what it means that if you are in 1 now, we have done this already now. If you are in 1, it will show 2. If you are in 3, I don't know if you guys understand what it means by
So I think you mean that it should be highlighted each of the pages that you are
yes,
currently on.
yes. So you can go back. Now what it means
Uh,
has previous means that if this man here, because 1 doesn't have previous, right? So it's not
Yes,
going
sir.
to show anything. But if you are
it's
in
not going
2,
to show
it's going to
previous.
show
Yeah.
1. But that one, you should not just show that one, but let it be clickable, right? But we are going to come to that. So that's what it means. Um, so let's quickly work on that now. So let's change it to Django. Um, Django. Django. All right. So we are going to do something here. So we have uh, if so, where are we getting the object from? So if you notice that in this object here um, we have something that we've looped in already, right? Student, right? So each student is what is actually giving us all the each student. Now, remember we have loop. Make sure that when you are doing it, don't do it as an end loop, right? Is it as an end loop? I think yeah, we can do it as an end loop. Doesn't matter.
It's outside the loop.
Yeah,
Is
Outside
that
the loop.
the
outside
loop,
the
sir?
end loop. Yes, don't do it inside the end loop. So, and now if you are doing outside the end loop, you are not going to use this again because this actually is a local variable, only work and stop within the loop,
Loop.
right? So if you do it
Yes, sir.
after loop, there's nothing you can get. So before we do that, let's do something. We come to the model. Sorry, home.py. So when they come here, this is our students. So this is actually the we are working with. So copy this and then come here down to where we have. So this is where we say if um, students. Oh, let's get rid of this. I mean, I like copying, I don't like typing. If students, they come here. We already have all this. So you can see what we have here. Has previous. So here we have what? Where's that has previous? Has today has previous. Has previous. Okay, this is it.
24.
Yes. So you can copy it, but don't copy it as a method. So just put dot has underscore. Can paste it if you are lazy typing. Remove this. Don't put this. Has previous. Remove this also. If it has previous, right? If that has previous, what actually going to happen? We are going to show this, right? We are going to just bring this here, and we are going to bring this here. Uh, we are going to bring this. So then, so here we can do something like, what are we going to do here now? So we can do something like show the previous number where we are, right? Is that okay? Right? To show the previous number here. What it means by previous number, if you come here, you can see we are, if you are in 2, 3, and 1, if you are in 2 and 1 is the previous, you show the number like this number 1, or go back, or other page. So we're going to use the number. So to get the number dynamically, remember that we have what we call, what we did here. Where is our home? What we did there, previous page number. So this will give us the previous number, right? Previous page,
Yes,
right?
yes, sir.
Let's do that. We understand what we are doing now. It's not magic. So we copy this, and then so here we are going to copy. We can say students, students dot what? As previous number. Call it what's up? Dot student dot previous page number. Okay. Now we can also not add anything now. For now, let's just leave it like that, right? Let's just leave it without adding any page. Now, what we are going to do next, we can say S. S is just show the current page, the current page. So we can say, yeah, we can have something like students. So we have this and this. So student dot num page student dot number, right? All right. So this is actually what is there. So let's go and reload and see what is happening. Make sure that we are getting everything right. All right. So now you can see here we have 1, which is the current page where we are, right? You can see it's not clickable, right? Now the reason why it shows here is that because I see that page to show the current page number. What is the current page number we are? Is 1, right? There's no
Yes, sir.
previous page. Is there any previous page?
No, sir.
There's no previous page. Good and fine. So now what are we going to do next? Now we are going to show if it has next, right? If this man now has next, which means if the page that we have, which is page 1, which is this man that is showing here, let me show you. This man that is showing here now, which is this page 1, if he has next, it will show. Not be so. Does he has next?
Yes, sir.
No.
Good. Huh?
Next, it does.
No, it does not. No.
Explain now.
It does, it does, it does.
Okay, previous it does, yes.
Number
Next,
1,
okay,
look
next.
at what we are now. Look at it now. Look at the page number is 1. Look at what we did here now. I don't know if he has page, he has next, he has. We are in 1, so we have 3 page. Right? I get
Yeah,
it.
the next is the second one.
Yes, you got the second one. So we're going to check if he has the second one, right? Let it show. So let the guru come and tell us how to write the code. Oh, I should write it. The guru, any guru here? Any guru here? Any guru here?
No guru, sir.
All right, let's fire that then. Let's fire that. So We end if here. So let's move to the next one. We are done with this if. So another if here if the students dots, let's go to our model because already already have those things here. Has next abi, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. All right. Boom, boom. If he has next, we should also show another one.
Yes, sir. Show the
Let
next page.
copy this and then boom, put it here. So we are going to say instead of number, we can say next. How do you see it? Or we should leave the number. Next page, right? Next page. Right. Okay, let's confirm if that is true. Okay, we choose to add S. I don't need to use S, please. Let me just leave S. Let's just leave it there. I will just show the last page. If he has it, I will just say, okay, let me show the last page. So that anybody that want to go to the last page cannot quickly go to the last page. Reese. That's a good point. So have you seen that? Next page. Now click on next page. Nothing is happening, right? Nothing is happening. So let's do the remaining on the last page, right? Let's do the remaining on the last page. So so what we are going to do here is that I'm going to like the last page. The last page, I don't actually want the last page to like show. Let's see. I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't really want the last page to show. Like I don't want the last page to show. I don't want to say when somebody come here and click, it will just show him last page. Let me remove this. Last page. When I respect myself, So yeah, you can see that we have next and last page, right? Is that okay? Or we should do more? So instead of having next page here, I feel that we should have the next page number. What do you think? The next page number. So what I can do here is
Yes, sir. You can have a next page number.
number,
Then after
yes.
the next page number, you can now have the next.
Yes. So tell us the next. What are you going to do here to have the next page number? Huh? Sinoma.
So, my way are talking to.
Now. So what are we going to do to have the next page number for you to show now to replace it instead of next page? Let's have the page number for you to show.
I think we will use page underscore next.
Page. Okay. We are going to use student Abi.
Then page underscore next.
No.
Student dot
Page.
next on the page.
But what?
Dot next on the page underscore page.
I didn't get. Okay. Does next underscore? I don't.
Page. Dot next.
Dot next underscore page.
Page underscore number.
Underscore number.
Number.
Like this, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's load. All right. So you can see the next page is what is 2. They can do last page. So instead of having page, let me just say last. So I think we are almost done. Something is left. Now, one thing, the issue that we're having here is that this is not clickable, right? But we are generating it dynamically now, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
let's link it. Let's link it now. So linking now, it is very simple. So if we come to our view, our home.py, you notice that we will have this page. So we are going to call this page, right? We are going to call this page. So let's start with the if he has next, like if he has next page. So let's start with this man. Find up down here. Okay, let's have with this man now. So if he actually has next, okay, let's start with the next before we move it. If it's okay, let's start with the last page. Let's start with this last page so that we can see the last page. All right, so come here. We are going to pass in this. Okay, let me show you. Before I do that, let me show you something. So if I go to the next page, so what you need to do is very simple. Think you should have this page. Are you getting me? Equals to the page number. So this will not give it to you. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? So if you come here and put 3, they will give you what? 4. 4, we don't have any. So they will give you like 1. You can see. So that's actually what we need to do, right? But this page, this number here, we will need to get it dynamically. So let's go to our this thing and say full stop. We call the page as well written here. As well written here. Don't go and use any other thing here. It will not work. So you can it doesn't necessarily that you can use same page. You can use anything here. It can still work, but let it be almost the same thing here. So we have page, then it equals to let's say 3. Let's say what? 3. And then let's go and reload. Let's come here and reload. So if you want to get the last one, you come here and put what? 3. You can see the last one that we've gotten. So that's how we get it. But we are going to get it dynamically, right? So to get the last page, what is the last page number? Which we've already gotten. We want to get the last page, right? The last page. So what are we going to do here? Who can tell us? We'll remove this 3. Can tell what you are going to do?
Should I go ahead, sir?
Yeah, fire down.
We have to just call on the. We have to use the method of.
Huh?
I think is. We are going to use the paginator dot number underscore pages. That will give us the last page.
Okay, tell me now. Tell me. Let me write it.
My screen is frozen, but good. Now I think how are we? Okay, we have students here. It will now be students
Dot
dot paginator dot number underscore num, which is num dot underscore pages.
Paginator. Underscore what? Pages.
Yes.
Pages. Right.
Paginator dot num underscore pages.
Okay, paginator dot num underscore
Pages.
Exactly. So with this, we can be able to get the last number. So let's come back here and reload. Remove this, and then we have. Can see here when you put your mind, you look at under, you will see page equals to what? Equals to 3. So if you want to check the last person, let's say you are approving people or you are checking people that submitted assignment, you want to check the last person, you can just click here, and here we have. You can see that we have previous, right? If you click previous, nothing will going to work because we have not worked on it, right? So the next thing we are going to do is let's go to the up. So we are saying if it has previous, so we're also going to link that previous, right? We're going to link that previous. Who is the next person to tell us the previous? If it has previous, who is the next person? If it has previous, so if it has previous, next person to tell us please. So we have our page goes to. So who have us? Who tell us? Who tell us? Who tell us? Anybody? Children of Tinubu, are we there? Tinubu children, Tipe children. Nobody is talking again. See the happy here now. Chidima.
Sir?
How far are you talking again? Where to pen now? You know,
Okay.
pen first daughter. I be
I'm
you
not
want to
there.
Tell us what. Tell
We
us
have
what, sir. I just joined back. My network is fluctuating.
Okay. I
we
say
have students. Okay. Continue.
students
What's the question, sir?
like
Have had
if he
previous
has
students.
previous, what are we going to show? Like the link, the URL.
Okay, the previous. Okay, okay. It should
You
be.
didn't add this thing, sir.
I think
The calling brat. Okay,
it
sorry.
should be student dot previous page dot no underscore number.
Okay.
Okay, need to carry power bank.
Student dot previous page underscore number.
Keep your face daughter. Your husband come visit you. I dey hear man voice for that.
Not be me.
It's
Are you sure?
students, sir. It's students, not students. Yes, you are making use of if students. They should be
Keep
students.
your face
Yeah.
daughter. What's up?
I said not be
Previous
me.
previous
The
page.
person just muted
Previous
himself.
underscore page underscore number. Yeah, that is it, sir.
Okay.
The first option.
Underscore page. Okay.
Page underscore
Underscore
number.
number. All right. Okay. You can see when we click here, you can now move to 2. If you come, you can see 3, you can see last, right? So let's so we're also going to do the previous if it has a so I think we have done if it has previous. So let's check what we have not done. Next, if it has previous, then so this one, the current page, Abby, these are the current page, right? Let's confirm. So let's try everything, make sure everything is working fine. So they are the current page 2. Okay, the next, let's check. There's something that we are not done.
That 114
If
line
it has
114
nest,
is disabled.
if it has nest, have you done if it has nest? If it has nest, okay, we need to do if it has nest. So let's do it. So please, the guy, let's call another person, please. You have tried. Next person. No, you have tried. You have tried.
Okay, sir.
Next person. Man, all of us now we will go escort this guy for this place. Next person. Tell us he has nest. I'll call him to what they call. If I call your name, say I'm awake. If you are not awake, I'll come out for the class. As I want to like that. Victor J. Victor, go 13. I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Say I'm awake. Or you be like say you be like all of you know what suffer for Nigeria. You don't know when they say I'm alive, I'm awake. You don't know that. You know what say G and D medicine before now. You know what say G and D medicine. Now you know go now. You don't suffer. I will always suffer. I tell you. I'm alive. Say I'm awake.
I'm awake. I'm
I'm
awake.
awake. Vitamin B, boldness, A, action. What did they do us? G and D. I believe. Most of you don't know this because most of you are Gen Zs. No suffer. All right. Okay. Who will help us after the guy, please? It's like all of us go and escort the guy for this place. So now there, the guy will first now get work class job. The guy appoint somebody that will help us from your cohort. Can I appoint Chidima?
Now my madam now.
Okay, Chidima,
Now my madam.
Chidima.
I trust her with my second life.
Now your ancestor. No way.
Yeah, sorry, daddy, my ancestor.
Ancestor.
But tell me say the thing pain you now.
All the only pay me. If you pay me, they collect now.
Oh, yeah, ancestor.
You know be my ancestor again.
Oh.
All right, Chichi Beke. Leave my baby
So,
girl. Don't worry. And then come Anambra by next week. As you cook,
I get time for them.
you cook better soup for me, Nabi.
No wahala.
You know the cuckoo.
Who tell
Now
you?
maid dey cook for am.
Chichi the cook.
They tell you no be no be me and her dey together. They tell you wetin dey sup now. See one.
Shebi I dey beg
See,
you
you
make
no
you
know
marry
as
me.
we be
I
for am.
no gree. Leave me, Joe. Ah.
I go
Okay.
marry my ancestor now.
So he said, "May you go visit. I no gree. Why not the guy? Go enter Lagos now.
No be
Lagos to
my
Anambra
fault.
no far. I just
That kind like you go like me marry somebody wey go dey beat me for house.
No, Chichi can never do that. She have a
Ah,
heart of gold. But I don't know Chichi.
you dey trust her. You
She have
no
a
know
heart.
how. Na me know her.
She love children.
Last week I got Victor collect beating.
Yeah, online.
Ask am, he dey here.
Pacha beating.
Ask am, he dey here. He collect beating.
Chichi that true.
Ask am wetin him do now.
Hospital they collect beating virtually now.
No start for you. No tell me wetin I do. No start.
I know they fear you.
See, Victor. Anyway, you no call my name until you mention my name. So let's continue, please.
I dey mention your name. No start. You dey hear me?
My friend, get out.
Wahala.
Say I lie that this now. Say I lie.
Chichi again.
You see am so.
Then they beat me
Say I dey lie
virtually. I
now.
know they fear you now. Take it out. All right, let's fire that, please. Good. Let's fire that. So what we are going to do, the guy help us, and equip us in this mission.
If we have
What's the
next,
question again, sir?
if we have next, right? We use
It should
students.
be next page number now. Student dot next page number.
Students
Dot next underscore page underscore number.
Next underscore page underscore number.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
so we need
Yeah.
to put this in as a variable. All right. So I think finito. We are done. We are done with this. So next. So this video mainly about pagination. So I'll end the video, yeah, then start another one.
Sorry, please,
Yeah.
I have a question.
All right.
So if you are having another